Hi, this is Ryan and Lynn helping you prepare for impact. And today we're going to be talking about technology and doing a digital detox. Obviously, over the course of the last 12 months, we've all become more heavily reliant on technology to stay connected and do our work, and that is a beautiful thing. However, if you're at all like me, at times that reliance or tool can actually become a distraction. And I've caught myself, certainly in the evenings, spending way too much time scrolling through Instagram. So Lynn and I actually have both committed to doing a digital detox this month. It's something that we've talked about on our platform previously. However, Lynn, this is your first foray into actually doing the detox. So tell me a little bit about why you're doing it.
Well, I think just as you had said, throughout COVID, we become much more connected digitally. I feel like I've become much more reliant on technology, and it's affected both situations within my life. So during work, I'm more connected to my family, my friends.
Right.
And in the evenings and on the weekends, I'm more connected to work. And it is kind of tearing me from both sides of it.
Yeah.
So this weekend, for the first time in over a year, I'm actually going to go see my parents. We're all vaccinated. And so I'm figuring this is the most perfect time to disconnect from everybody else. Now, I will tell you, I did mention this to my family, that I was going to be doing this, my immediately family, and they wanted to know if I could maybe text them every morning. And so it's going to be challenging not only for me, but I think for those that I'm easily communicating with. But I'm very much looking forward to spending as much personal time with my parents after all of this time.
And being really present for that, too. So when you think about turning your phone off and putting it in a drawer for 3 days, like so that reaction right there. So what's making you feel that anxiety?
My greatest anxiety is that I will be inaccessible to other people, and that they might be afraid of my change in behavior. Like, if something happened to me, or that they don't think that I care about them, or their question isn't valid, or that I'm blowing them off in some way. That's my greatest anxiety. It's not that I don't think anyways that I'm attached to my phone. I could be proven wrong, but I feel like my most major anxiety comes from people not thinking that I'm responding to them or don't care. Well, some things that I could do, when I told my family that I was going to be going away for the weekend without my phone, I did give them people they could call if they needed to get a hold of me, if it was urgent, and I know they won't. You can also put an out of office on your cell phone, and something like that, which could help, I guess.
Yeah, good. Well, that's beautiful. And I'm doing it just after Lynn is on a men's retreat where I'm committing that weekend to shutting off my phone and just dropping in to be real present to the experience, the environment, and the people that I'm with. And I know for me, the first 24 hours without my phone will produce a tremendous amount of withdrawal and anxiety. But after that dissipates a little bit, I think on the other side of that, I've found previously that there's a tremendous presence when my attention shifts into the moment and what's right in front of me. So I'm looking forward to that too. Those are little thoughts on our anticipation of this digital detox. And then we both plan to return again for round 2 with our reflections after we complete them. So if you're called to do it, I would encourage you. In the month of May, the invitation is to simply join Lynn and I and pick a weekend or a period of time, whether it's 24, 48 hours, or if you can extend it to 3 days. Turn the phone off and drop into presence, and notice how that doesn't affect you and the people you're with and your experience. This is Ryan and Lynn helping you prepare for impact.